Hello guys, today we're gonna talk about Earth and its layers. So let's see what is Earth and what are the layers of the Earth. So let's see. Bismillah. The structure of the Earth first. So we are going to divide the structure of the Earth if someone tell you what is the structure of the Earth. So you have to say that it's going to be two parts. Okay? We have two structures. Two main structures. We are going to divide the structure of the Earth into two main parts. One is external structure and the other one is internal. This is external and this is internal. So let's see what is the main difference between external structure of the Earth and internal structure of the Earth. Okay? So external structure of the Earth. By the way, let me tell you something from the beginning. It's really easy. Don't say, oh, it's hard or something. No, it's not like that. It's really easy. Why? Because if you know one of them, you will directly know the other one because they are completely opposite. Okay? Just one of them is enough for you. If you know one of them, make it opposite is going to be the other one. So, external structure is the outside parts of the Earth. It means whatever is outside of the Earth, whatever is on the surface is going to be the external structure. Like rocks, like seawater as is here, like river, like ocean, like whatever we have outside of the Earth. Okay? You can see different things around you. Okay? These are all going to be the external structure of the Earth. Why? Because they are all on the surface of the Earth. Whatever is on the surface is external structure of the Earth. And so what is internal? We say it's completely opposite, right? So it means so easy. Internal structure is the parts of the Earth that below of the Earth's surface. It means we have the Earth's surface here, right? We said whatever is above the surface, whatever is on the surface is external, right? So make it opposite. Whatever is below the surface of this Earth, it is going to be internal structure. We have two parts. One is above the surface, one is below the surface. Above the surface, on the surface is going to be external. X means outside. In means inside, right? In. Internal. Internal. So that's why we say internal is inside the Earth, below the surface. So easy. Don't confuse them. So this is Earth. And let's see what are the layers of the Earth. So we have Earth. This is going to be three main layers. But actually one of them is going to be divided in two layers. That's why we can say we have four layers of the Earth. Okay? So let's see what are they. The first one is crust. Crust is you see the outside layer of the Earth. If you see here also in this picture here, we have crust, the outside layer of the Earth, okay? The surface of the Earth, sorry. And next one is mantle. So, guys, we have four layers in order. The first one is crust, the second one is mantle, the third one is outer core. The fourth one is inner core. Okay? So we have these four layers. And the first one, as we said, is crust. After crust, the second layer, below this, when we say the second one, it means below this, not above this. Okay? We are starting from the top. The top one, the surface is crust. The second layer below this crust is mantle. After that, we have outer core, the yellow one here. And the white one is inner core, which is in the middle, okay? And inside the Earth, okay? So the last layer. Crust, the first one. Mantle is the second one. Outer layer is outer core is the third one. The fourth one is inner core. We have these four layers: crust, mantle, outer core, inner core. So these are the four layers of the Earth. So let's see what are the differences between them. They have some differences. For example, their thickness is different, their temperature is different, and what do they contain? They contain different materials, and also their state is different. Which state are they? We have three states, right? Main states: solid, liquid, gas, right? So let's see what are their states. So in each part I have written here. For example, for crust, all of the characteristics of the properties of the crust here, and of the mantle here, the core is here, as you see. So let's see the differences. The thickness of the crust is between 5 to 70 kilometer. The thickness, okay? The thickness. It means this thickness here, this small part, is between 5 kilometer to 70 kilometer. Why do we say 5? Guys, we said the surface, okay? It means on the land. If you see the ocean or the other parts, you see, if you remove the water, they will be really, you have to really go to deeper to arrive the land, okay, to arrive the surface of the earth. That's why we say in some places, difference between mantle and crust is 5 kilometer. This is the bottom of the ocean, okay. In some places, only 5 kilometer left to arrive mantle. In some places, like in the oceans, it's like that, okay. In some places, only 5 kilometer left to arrive mantle, but in other places, like not on the ocean, on the land, 70 kilometer left. You have to go deeper for 70 kilometer to arrive the mantle. That's why we said between 5 to 70, because some places 5, some places 70. 70 is on the surface, on the earth, okay, that we will go deeper for 70 kilometers to arrive the next layer, which is mantle. But in some places that we have ocean, if you remove the water, you have to go deeper to see the the surface of the earth, the land. So if you start to make deeper from the bottom of the ocean to the mantle is only 5 kilometers. If you arrive the bottom of the ocean, go deeper for 5 kilometers, you will arrive the mantle, the second layer. Okay, it means this place is really close to the second layer. So the thickness of the crust, the first layer, is 5 to 70 kilometers. But the thickness of the mantle is 300 kilometers. You see the difference? It means that one is really thicker than the other one. But look at the last one, core. The thickness of the core is 3,400 kilometers. 3,400 kilometers is too much, okay? So it means 3,100 kilometers is more than the mantle. It means that one is really, really thick. So you see the difference? The difference of the thickness between crust, mantle, core is like that. The crust is 5 to 70 kilometer. The mantle is 300 kilometer. 300 kilometer, and the thickness of the core is 3,400 kilometer. And this is the difference between their thickness, only thickness. So let's see the difference between their temperature. So the temperature of the crust is going to be between 20 to 400 degrees of Celsius, okay? Between 20 to 400 degrees of Celsius. That is the general average, we can say, temperature of the Earth's crust. But the temperature of the mantle is 1,000 degrees of Celsius. 1,000, it means the rock is going to melt there. So the core is 5,000 to 6,000 degrees of Celsius. It's really hot there. You know, the temperature is really high. And we have, and what do they contain? What do they contain? The Earth's crust contain rocks, contain too many things, but we will just take an example. The Earth's crust contain rocks. Of course, we have rocks on outside, right, on the surface. So, and the mantle contain magma. We will study what magma is, okay? And the core contain core contain iron and nickel and other materials, okay? Some other metals, okay? So we have different minerals there. So these are the materials that contain in each layer. The material in the crust is rock, and the material that contain in the mantle is magma. The materials that contain in core are going to be iron and nickel, and we have some other things. So this is the thickness, temperature, and what do they contain. So let's see the states. The state of crust is solid, of course. The rock, we said that it contains rocks, right? Contain rocks. Rock is solid, right? Of course it's going to be solid because rock is solid. So it means if you know what do they contain, you can directly know their states. Because, for example, crust contain rocks. You say what's the state? Of course, the state of rock is solid. And mantle contain magma. The state of magma is liquid. I will tell you why magma is liquid. I will tell you what is magma first. Then you will know it. Then the state of core is going to be two parts. We said core is going to be two layers, outer core and inner core. So the outer core is liquid and inner core is solid. Okay, two layers. It means the first one is solid, second is liquid, third is liquid, fourth is solid. The first and the last, you see we have four here. 1, 2, 3, 4. The first and the last are solid, and the second and the third are liquid. So we said magma. What is magma? Magma is melted rocks below the earth's surface. So below the earth, of course, it is inside the mantle. Magma is inside the mantle, right? We said mantle contain magma. So it means where mantle is? Below the surface, right? Here is mantle. This is surface, this is mantle. Below the surface. So is melted rocks below the earth's surface. So be careful, don't say on the surface. It's below the surface. Because if we take out magma from the surface, the name will change. We will study in the other lessons, okay? But be careful. If you said magma, it must be below the surface. Magma is melted rocks below the surface, Earth's surface. We said it's 1000 degrees of Celsius. We said rock is going to melt in this temperature. That's why magma is melted rocks. The rocks has been melted, okay? And we said why inner core is solid, guys. So maybe you ask this question. You say, for example, a mantle is 1000 degrees of Celsius. It's too hot. That's why it's liquid. Outer core is 5 to 6000 degrees of Celsius. It's hot. It must be liquid, right? Everything must be melted there. But why inner core, which is the hottest one, the last one, the highest temperature is there? So why it's solid? This is a good question if you think about this. Guys, we have 3 layers that make pressure on the inner core. Because of this much pressure by crust, mantle, and outer core, that they will take the pressure on the inner core because of the pressure of the other layers. When we say other layers, it means the above layers, like outer core, mantle, and crust. These layers are going to make pressure on the inner core. Because of this pressure, it got solid. So, because of the pressure, they are forcing it. That's why this layer is going to be solid. Otherwise, according to the temperature, it must be liquid. But because of the pressure, it got solid. So one more time, I'm going to explain it and done. So the structure of the earth, we have 2 main structures, external, internal. External is the outside part of the earth, like rocks, seawater, ocean, river, anything else outside. So whatever is on the surface, outside of the surface, this is external structure. And internal structure is the parts of the earth that below the earth's surface. Okay? Whatever is below the earth's surface, we call this internal structure. Like here, mantle, outer core, inner core, these are all the internal structure. Why? Because they are below the surface. Whatever, for example, magma is internal structure because it's below the surface. Iron, nickel inside the core, we call them internal structure because they are below the surface. Whatever is below the surface, we call them internal structure. So, and the layers of the earth: crust, the first layer; the second layer is mantle; the outer core is the third layer; inner core is the fourth layer. And we said the difference between them: they have difference in the thickness, they have difference in their temperature, and what do they contain, and their states also. So let's see. The thickness of the crust is, we said that, between 5 to 70 kilometer. The thickness of the mantle is 300 kilometer. The thickness of the core is 3,400 kilometer. And the temperature of the crust is 20 to 400 degrees of Celsius. The temperature of mantle is 1,000 degrees of Celsius. The temperature of core is 5 to 6,000 degrees of Celsius. And also, what do they contain? The crust contain rocks. Of course, we have rocks outside. And mantle contain magma, we mentioned. And core contain iron and nickels, these metals, okay? These are some metals that inside the core. And their states, we said, crust is solid. Why? Because on the crust we have rocks. Inside the crust we have rocks. Rocks are going to be solid, of course. Yes, it's solid. So, and mantle, we said mantle we have magma. So magma is what? Liquid. Why? How do you know? Because we said magma is melted rocks that below the earth's surface. I mean melted rock. It has melted. Okay. And the state of the core, we have two states: outer core, inner core. Outer core is liquid, but inner core is solid. We said why inner core is solid, had the highest temperature, and as well at the same time is solid. We said because of the pressure of the other layers, the crust, mantle, outer core will give the pressure, make the pressure on the inner core. This inner core will be solid because of this too much pressure by the other layers. So these are the differences between them, between the each layers. I mean, in their thickness, their temperature, what do they contain, their states. And we have magma. Magma is the melted rocks below the Earth's surface, and that's it. So I hope you understand everything. And if you have any questions, you can write in the comment. I will try to answer you, inshallah. And also I will just upload the PDF, and there will be a link in the description. You can download the PDF. There are some questions inside the PDF about this lesson, and you can test your understanding. I hope you understand everything. Best wishes.